Since 2015, it's been our pleasure entertaining you. From brass commentary, controversial interviews, and sexy cave crushes, we have given you our all. We've seen other shows come and watched them go. But Inside the Cave is still here. Inside the Cave. Thought-provoking ignorance. Guaranteed.
Thought-provoking ignorance with special guests and cave crush interviews. It's time to go inside the cave.
Back in the day, back in the day, back in the day.
Take it back now, y'all.
Bring it back in time.
Let's go back in the day. Let's go back in the day with Inside the Cave.
It is now time for Cat's Corner on Inside the Cave.
This is from frequent listener, aka Anonymous. Me and my man have been together for years, and he's good to me. I'm just curious, is it normal that he refers to my brother from a different marriage as my brother with the pretty eyes? Pause. And I quote once again, he says, my brother with the pretty eyes. Is he very complimentary of my brother as he talks about his beard, hair, and eyes? Is this weird, Cat? Wow.
Okay. You know
exactly.
You know what I dislike, and I'm okay. Let me preface all of this with I'm so thankful to have the opportunity to do this with you guys. I'm so thankful to be in the position to say what I think and people listen to that.
I got another position I want you in.
I dislike when people say everything's going fantastic, but I don't like that because people shouldn't question if things are going well. Yeah, things go bad. That's life. Life is a yin and yang and up and down, but if things are going well. So the letter starts with, he's a great guy. We've been together for years. Whoa. Okay. Now you're saying, oh, but he refers to my brother as this, and he talks about my brother this way. Should I be concerned? Well, if that's your brother, you probably look alike. So he probably sees similarities. He probably looks pretty to him because he looks like you. So if this is a sibling, he may see something as a resemblance. However, if you don't think he's gay, if he's done nothing to tell you he's gay, if he isn't honest enough with you to tell you he's gay, then what is this letter for? Be happy, love. Enjoy the time. Now, if you feel in your heart of hearts that he has tendencies that he's not being honest with, then be a good friend, part of the girlfriend, and talk to him and be honest. Wow. Because if he's your friend, he will say what's honestly on his heart. Wow. But I don't get why someone who's perfectly happy is looking for something. And I think that's a little petty.
Yeah, no, it's not petty, Cat. This is
not petty at all.
It's not petty at all.
Let me tell
hey,
you.
CB. You go ahead.
Yeah, I want
to
to tell a story real quick. Now, I've been knowing Veli Vel since 1994, and this is a true story. Coy, you can let me know if you want me to edit this out. But Coy was born in 2008, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and he born with orange hair, and I didn't even see how this could happen. Like, man, how did the boy come out with orange hair? And my wife came to me, said, well, because Veli has freckles. I said, Veli has freckles? I said, yeah, Veli has freckles.
Oh, he's a ginger.
Now, here's the thing. I've been knowing Veli since 1994. I never seen freckles on his face until my wife told me in 2008 that Veli had freckels. I never seen it. So
hey, I'm gonna take you one further than this. CP.
For this man to refer to his girlfriend's brother as the brother with the pretty eyes, this is the problem. Should no man be looking at another man like that at all?
Only man had that effect on maybe another man that was straight, and there's still a pause. Is Prince.
Only D got that. Only D so he had that effect on international D.
CB, give me a break. You can't tell me if you enjoy shoes, if you love Jordan, you don't notice another person's Jordan.
That's two different things, Cat.
No, it's not. If he's a well-groomed gentleman, if he's well-groomed and he know like, oh, this dude.
CB shoes and CB eyes is two different things. CB shoes and CB eyes is two different things.
It really is, Cat.
Hey, CB.
On the real, go ahead, Velly.
Now, I was about to say, CB said he knew me for that long and he didn't know I had freckles. I just realized after Corey was born 5 years later that after I grew my beard, that I had the same color of his hair in my beard. So hell, I don't even look at myself like that. Shit, I just found out that shit 3 years ago.
He ain't lying.
Hey, Anonymous, if your husband eat 3 hot dogs at a time, he ain't hungry. Come on, for funny.
I'm not gay no more.
Something wrong with him.
Hey, Billy, what you said? You said you didn't even know you had it. You don't even look at yourself.
You guys.
I just found that shit out 3 years ago.
Let me tell you,
it's not
That's funny as hell.
if she writing that in and if she questioning that, dude must have done something other, something before. You know what I'm saying? He must have displayed them tendencies.
Oh, give me a break. There are plenty of guys who have feminine tendencies or feminine language.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kat, do this woman a favor and tell her to leave this man before she end up getting HIV.
Damn, that's how you feel? Damn, that's how you feel?
I'm not gay no more.
That's like me saying, so what you think about that dog with the pretty beard?
That cat had the last word.
Hey, that's a fucked up example, man. Flag on the plate, goddamn.
I was hoping Cat would catch that and see that didn't sound right at all.
With the pretty beard.
I ain't Cat with the pretty ass.
Oh, man. Kat, how was your Valentine's Day?
It was very well. I had a very nice Valentine's Day. Thank you.
Did somebody nibble on that kitty for you? You deserve it.
Lord,
Oh man, you deserve it.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve the best.
Hey, we don't need another court trial.
That shit funny though, man. How many times you ever said that to your wife's brother-in-law, CB, about your brother-in-law? Or any of us? None.
Come on, man.
None.
Like I said, I've been knowing you since '94. My wife had to tell me that you had freckles. I said, Velly got. I was thinking like, I never know a black man to have freckles. Like, Velly ain't got no freckles, so I ain't gonna lie. As soon as she told me that, one time I did stare at your ass hard. I was like, let me see if this nigga really got freckles. I was like, God damn, that motherfucker really do got.
Hey, that's
probably
that picture we got. Where I'm looking at you like, hey man.
I'm like, damn, motherfucking Velly do.
It's a sad thing, but that's kind of also why I heart black men, because that type of attitude of I ain't looking at a nigga nothing. Like, I think that is so adorable that you don't know what your friend looks like in real life.
He said adorable.
Absolutely not. Nope.
Exactly.
Couldn't pick that nigga out of lineup.
Let's go back in the day with Inside the Cave.
That was a country rap tune of the week. Let's get into this Cat's Corner.
It is now time for Cat's Corner on Inside the Cave.
If you want to participate in Cat's Corner, all you do is email us insidethecavepodcast@gmail.com. Attention it to Cat for Cat's Corner. She will reply, and then the guys will give you. Who's gonna play Cat this week?
You.
I'm reading.
I'm the same.
I'm playing Lamar, man. Fuck you. All right, so who gonna answer first? Big dog, you answer first, brother.
Let us say the question first, then we're gonna decide.
This is a good one too. This is from this is from Harold. Check this out. I've been married for 9 years. Love my wife, wouldn't trade her for nothing. But I'm tired of making love. I'm ready to fuck. My wife told me she was gonna be my wife, my main girl, my hoe, and my side bitch, so I don't have to go looking nowhere. But I'm sorry. The things I want to do in sex, I don't think I should do to my wife. It's for the random hoes I used to fuck. I want to nut on a bitch face and keep it moving. I can't do that to my wife. I want to fuck for 5 minutes, get mine, and leave. I can't do that to my wife. What should I do, y'all? Cat, don't rip me a new asshole. Please, I'm just trying to stay married. Harold, you got a lot going on, brother.
That sounds like a me or dog question. I think I might have wrote that in.
Damn.
Man, I'm gonna let you take that one, bro.
Hey, you got to stay away from that porn, man, because I didn't have some issues like that a few times. Get this shit off, man, before I fuck around and get my ass whooped.
Hey, Belly, I love your transparency on this show, bro. If only y'all politicians was as transparent as you, I swear, damn.
Well, it sound like you need to find you a prostitute, dude.
Yeah.
No, but
a sad chick.
No, but look, let's try to help him because I happen to kind of know this guy. Now, here's the thing. He said, here's the thing I took from it. He said that his wife told him she was going to be his wife, his main girl, hoe, and side
But
bitch.
how many times a woman to say that but really don't mean that? But you can't just be fucking your wife, I'm buzzing on your face. You're like, what the fuck wrong with you? Go get your ass on the couch.
Unless he was doing that shit before they got married.
Right.
If you ain't nothing on her face before y'all got married, chances are you ain't gonna happen after y'all married unless she porn star, whatever. I'm pretty sure you would have did that shit beforehand.
But even porn stars say that the way they do on scenes, they don't do that shit at home.
Right, then after they got married, she's probably like, oh, we married now, you can't do that shit no more.
And the other thing he said,
shit right there.
What am I, you a hoe?
He said,
like, yeah, you said you was gonna be my hoe.
And he also said he wants to fuck for 5 minutes, get mine, and leave. I can't do that to my wife.
Yeah, you can. I mean, shit.
Like JoJo said, go fuck for 5 minutes, get up and leave, take your ass to Chick-fil-A. see they ass wearing the what's the shirt say? Blue Lives Matter. Bet you take your ass back home.
Get up and leave and go to the sofa, goddamn it. You'll go back.
Damn. So we really ain't gonna help Harold, man.
I'm trying to help him.
Man, he need to renew his vows or something.
Come on, man.
She made all them promises.
He need to refinance his negotiation of marriage and write up a new contract.
But, you know what I'm saying? I think kind of understand, Harold. You know, you can't really do that to your wife. You can't hit her there and just all over and shit. Then you want to go kiss her later on in the day. You be like, damn, I can't kiss you. I just came all in your goddamn face. Did you wash your face?
You need to tell her though. Same way he telling us, you just gotta tell her, see what she say.
But it sounds like what Harold wants is just random sex from random people. It don't sound
like
like
the motherfucker did. Like I said, you go get your goddamn prostitute or find you some random. Hey, go on Tinder and swipe right.
Okay, so let's help.
I'm gonna give you a cat answer. I'm gonna give you a cat answer real quick, CB.
Okay.
All right, Harold, this is what you do. If you want to do stuff like that, and I understand, you want to hit it 5 minutes to leave, maybe you guys should role play and just act like you guys just met. And I mean, just try that. Just try to hit it, role play, and then you leave and go somewhere for like a couple of hours and come back home. I mean, I don't know. What you think, kittens?
hey, that's how she sounds, but she will also start it off with, "Oh, Harold."
And she could throw about 2 big words up in there.
Yo, yeah, big ass Stephen A. Smith words.
This is the soliloquy of a situation, Harold.
Yeah.
T.I.'s sister sounding the ass out of your cat.
Hey, cat is our female Stephen A. Smith.
Right, but hold on a second, I go look that word up for you.
Yeah, man.
Cat kid of T.I.
Well, all right, let's help Harold.
Leave T.I. out of this, man.
Hey, let's help Harold cheat on his wife and successfully cheat on his wife. Come on now, Joe, you've cheated before. No, I'm playing.
Damn, man.
Right.
No, I'm playing. No, seriously. Hey, edit is edited. But no, for real, how can we?
Ain't gonna edit that shit, Joe.
Everybody gonna edit that shit.
He had this shit in 47 episodes.
Right.
He got a simple answer. Take your ass to Vegas, Harold.
Oh,
straight up.
Well, what goes on in Vegas, Belly?
It's Sin City.
no.
What happened to Vegas, stay in Vegas. That's Belly can't
Watching
answer
out
that.
of movies. People seem to have extra sex on movies in Vegas.
Really?
I don't know.
See, I thought people just go to Vegas just to gamble. I had no idea that.
Exactly what it is, a motherfucking gamble.
You ain't lying about that.
Oh well, Harold. I'll ask this question again to Kat next week because I'm pretty sure we ain't help you, Harold. But
I'm sure we help Harold out.
Nigga Harold just booked him a flight to Vegas right now.
Hey,
This ain't
Harold, go back and listen to some of the old episodes. We did the story on the people that was cheating on their spouses.
Oh yeah,
sign up for that.
Yeah, what's the name of that? What's the name?
I
of
can't think of the affair
website.
website.
Yeah,
but the Madison.
Yeah, Ashley Madison.
Sign
up on Ashley Madison. You can have the most random sex in the world.
Yeah, and you'll be able to bust on somebody's face and keep it moving
exactly
like you want to.
ACB, you might need to post that on the site, man. Just let motherfuckers comment and give them some advice.
That's a good idea, dog.
All right, I think I will. I'll do that, man. Yeah, all right. Damn. Maybe I better ask him first.
You gotta put his name.
Yeah, that's funny.
You gotta put his name, put that nigga anonymous.
Even though we already said his name.
Right. All right, man. Well, that was Cat's Corner. I had another question for Cat, but she ain't here.
Let's go back in the day. Let's go back in the day with Inside the Cave.
Coming in on Inside the Cave, hanging out with us boys. I appreciate that. Let's get into this. We haven't done it in a long time. Let's get into Cat's Corner.
It is now time for Cat's Corner on Inside the Cave.
This week, let me tell you how this goes, all right? All you got to do is email us insidethecavepodcast@gmail.com for Cat's Corner, although this week it's Big Dog's Outhouse. Email us. Give us your questions and stuff like that. Actually, we're bagged up for the past few weeks. We haven't answered none of them. So you can email us, but it's going to probably be a while before we answer them and stuff like that. But you can attention it to Cat for Cat's Corner. And if she don't answer, Big Dog will answer. And the rest of us will give you some replies as well. All right, Velly, let's get into it. What we got this week?
Hey, I just like how you said Big Dog's Outhouse and bagged up. No pun intended, huh?
Here all week. Let's go.
We're here all week. All right, we got Liz from Terre Haute.
Terre Haute. There you go, Joe.
Yeah, Terre. Oh, I almost said something. All right. My husband of 4 years. Best friend is getting out of prison next month, and he asked me to sleep with him and his best friend upon release as a surprise for his buddy. I'm used to guys wanting their woman to sleep with other women, but is it normal to want your wife to sleep with another man?
I mean, that's interesting. See, the trick to it is it's not the issue about you sleeping with another man. It's about him wanting to sleep with you with another man. So I think that's the only thing that like raises an eyebrow for me. But in essence, like, let's be real. What's her name?
Her name is Liz.
Liz, let's be real. This ain't the first time he really asked you to get with somebody else, even if it was another woman. Like, it's obvious he enjoys other people in this situation. This isn't the first time he's brought it up. So don't, write in like, oh, no, you were just used to him asking with a woman, and this time it wasn't. I don't know. You have to gauge that. If you down for your man and that's what you cool with, then go right ahead. I personally wouldn't, just because I don't want some nigga that's fresh out of prison. Like, he been doing booty holes for years. Like,
ain't that what I said? Right. Yeah, that's true.
I be comfortable if my body, like, you got to prepare for that. You go see a doctor and you get, like, waxed real well, and you, like, it's a thing you have to do. If you're gonna do it, you better do it right, though. If you're gonna do it, you better stretch. You know what I mean? Like, you better be ready for what's about to happen.
And see, we don't know how long he's in jail. So the thing is, he just got out. He gonna terrorize the pussy. So the husband gonna be like, "Hey man, that's my wife. Hey man, I just been locked up for 7 years, dog. This our bitch right now."
Or, and let's be real, he's been locked up for 7 years. He's going to be looking at her husband.
Big Dog, what you think?
First of all, is she sure she married?
Great question.
Hey man, I mean, you might need to review your contract. I don't know what your vows said, but it sounds like you belong to the team.
I mean, you know what, Big Dog? It sounds like this is he's a great husband and a great friend. I mean, I tell you what.
You go with this shit. Come on, man.
None of my friends would do nothing like that for me. You know what I mean? Would you guys volunteer your woman for me if something happened to me?
We don't even want to volunteer your woman to you.
Well, it sounds like this guy.
We don't even want to go through that.
Well, it sounds like she has a great husband. But what do you think, Joe Dirt?
That's some funny ass shit.
Man, that shit should have been on dirt sheets.
For real.
Somebody in that crew getting to kill yourself and stuff.
That's some real shit. What man gonna say, yeah, I want you to do me and my guy? Hell no.
Hey.
The only way that's gonna happen is if you just a bust down. You just you know what I'm saying? You just one of the hoes or something.
Are you saying?
Other than that, I'm trying to get you to sleep with another chick.
Well, wait a minute, Joe. Are you trying to say Liz from Terre Haute is a Terre Haute?
I'm trying to figure out who deserved to kill yourself and start over, the husband or the wife. Shit, they
I'm
both.
saying, you need.
If she got to ask that question,
right?
Hey, man.
Hey, you know what though? On the flip side, right? It's like she said, you used to a guy wanting 2 women, and then she gets scared because the man might like the other woman. So in this case, how would it work if the guy out of jail put it down on her? Now she like him. What happened with the husband? He get his ass kicked out.
Great point.
I'm telling you what's gonna happen. She gonna be sitting back watching. Until he get out of jail.
There you go, Joe.
I don't know how long he been locked up. Fuck around, he's going to jail.
What a gay ass shit is that? Hey, you gonna slap your husband?
Damn,
if it's truly your husband.
Damn, Joe.
Kill yourself out over.
And then bring a woman home. Tell them this is how it's supposed to go.
Oh man, damn, Joe.
Hey, but you know what? Liz, you better run if the man, your husband, best friend, go stand behind your husband.
Oh yeah.
Anytime during this transaction, that's when you got your answer. All right, hey, I'm done with that one.
Hey, what if her husband friend is the booty warrior?
Man.
The BW for you.
Hold on. Can I comment on that one?
Oh, okay.
I can't get over her spin on it. It ain't about the fact that her husband wanting to have a threesome. It's about the fact of what the nigga been doing in jail. I can't get that one. But tell me this. Why can't it be about the fact that maybe that husband, this is just my spin on it, maybe he trying to look for an excuse to get rid of his wife.
And if there's anybody that knows about getting rid of wives, we got International D.
It's D.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, maybe he like, listen, you get out, if I get my wife to agree to this, and you just demolish the pussy because you ain't seen pussy in so long, then I got a reason to say I don't even want that pussy no more.
But I'm sorry, as a man, would you be okay? I don't care if you were on 17 different islands consecutively. Like, would you be cool with, like, fucking your best friend's wife? Fresh out?
You know what? I'm telling you right now, Danny just gave the best answer. That is the best answer right there. You are 100% right.
Wasn't in jail.
If anybody knows about how to get rid of a wife, you're 100% right, D. I never thought about it like that. That is a great point.
Without paying off to get rid of her.
All I know is if it's 2 men and a woman, that's a train.
That sounds like a night in Vegas. Who said that?
That ain't no threesome, brother.
Wait a minute.
But some, like, are they young? They must be young. Because I don't think any adult man wants to share his wife with anyone, let alone, like, niggas fresh out of
hell. It's called swinging, cat. Motherfuckers will pay you to fuck their wives.
And once again, CB, if anybody knows about swinging, it would be D.
And Cat, to make you feel better, if you were married to me, I would share you with everybody.
This nigga.
What the hell?
I would pass you around to all the homies, Cat.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll bite the shit out your chin. You hear me?
You ain't gonna take nothing but gravy.
Oh,
all right, Cat. Hey, Cat, let me give you this other one real quick, Cat. All right. We got Samantha. My fiance credit score is 340.
You better leave that nigga alone.
I knew somebody was gonna say something.
Hey, tell your fiance to kill his credit score and start over. Let's just get that out the way. I have a 760 credit score, and I'm seriously thinking about canceling a wedding that he has already paid for. I can't marry a man like that. I'm sorry, Samantha. I ain't mean to be laughing.
I do.
I mean, that's so petty. You know,
hey, that ain't what I said, CB.
Let's be real. Every woman has her preference. Some women can't but be with a nigga who's 6 feet. Like some bitch got in her head, like, oh, he has to be down 6 feet. And it don't matter if he beats her, he's over 6 feet. So that's what she wants. That's what she asks for. So every woman has a preference, and this particular woman wants a man with a particular number. And my thing to her is, but bitch, it was that when y'all met. Like, I really need for women to start being realistic about what they're looking for and commit to it. Don't tell me you want a guy who loves you and is compassionate, but his credit score, like, bitch, we could change a credit score.
I don't know, Kat. I don't know if you could change a 340.
You can change anything. That's just a number. That's just the fictional number that's made up based on what they think you can pay back. And in reality, all he has to do is go and make some purchases, get a couple credit cards, clean that shit up. If he has the cash, he just made the cash only type nigga. Shout out to them. My granddaddy kept a fucking wad of cash on. So, you know, like, people balance their money the way they do. I think that's just extra petty. Like, it's women out here who are gorgeous, that have attributes and talents and are fabulous, and can't get a husband, and you're gonna let one go because of his credit score. Yet he's paying for the wedding. Like, give me a break.
That motherfucker credit score 300, Cat. Don't take care of none of his.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, I know y'all didn't give me this section of the show today, but I just got to give it
Hold on, Dan. I'm sorry. Let me just be real. That could also be because he doesn't have any established credit. Let's be real. He may only deal in cash, so it may not be that he has a horrible credit score. It may be that he never invested in any credit. He never applied for a card. He never wanted or dealt with that side of money.
No credit and bad credit is two different things, Cat.
True, but your credit score, it's just a number. You're not to tell people that it's bad or good. It just said a number. People have to look at it to investigate what kind of credit it is.
I'm telling
all I know is that motherfucker ain't dependable if his credit score.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, you got a 340 credit score. I know everything I need to know about you, man or woman.
Hey, how many library books you say he owes still?
Shit, come on.
I'm just saying, what if he's never been to the library? Like, this just sounds like, and I know some grown men who've never gotten a credit card, who've never got a Blockbuster card. Like, these niggas didn't need one. They bitch had one. They didn't have to do anything. So it's like there are people
bitch had one.
credit because they establish it.
He sound like he need a Dollar Tree credit card to start off to get his shit back on track. Now your credit score ain't even 4 o'clock yet.
Can I comment on that now?
Go ahead, D.
Hey, Kat, you know I love you, right?
Love you too, boo.
Okay, well, I gotta give you Uber the week for that shit right there. Don't nobody want no broke ass motherfucker who ain't got no goddamn credit. I'm sorry, but I don't been to a number of broke ass hoes or whatever. You know what? That shit ain't got me nowhere but putting my ass in debt. You flip flop the shit. You mess around with somebody with no goddamn credit, they ain't got nothing to show for it. You talking about excuses of maybe they ain't got no established credit. What the hell you doing being a grown ass person and you ain't established no goddamn credit? Where's your life at? Where's your priorities at? Come on now, man. Let's be real now. Don't nobody want. That's accepting. You acceptance below your standards. Cat, you ever took care of a nigga? You ever dirtied a nigga?
Oh man. So.
Same time, like
ever taking care of a dude who ain't got shit?
I guess, you know, maybe it's not coming across right in a sense of, yeah, like maybe he doesn't have established credit, and that is an issue. But is that an issue?
So as a woman, would you want to take care of a man?
No, it's not taken care of. She said he's paying for the wedding. Obviously, he has some money somewhere.
Yeah, his mama probably.
His mama.
His mama. Nigga might be having a yard wedding, goddammit.
I'm saying, wait, if you got a 3-something credit, so you getting your checks and you put it under your pillowcase, right?
Backyard wedding.
Hey, what you say, dog? You having a what kind of wedding?
With that credit score. Because somebody looking for that damn money.
Hold on, big dog. You say you having a what kind of wedding?
The motherfucker getting married in somebody's backyard, goddamn.
Open.
Niggas just standing up, sitting on the goddamn grass.
They sitting on milk cartons.
He paid for the wings.
Maybe it's just my ignorance, but it's like, you know, we have to be realistic that there are, like, on the planet, there are, like, a lot of women to every man. So in reality,
Shout out to the real women out there, man, that don't mind helping a brother go from a 340 to a 740.
Man.
Like, to me, to be quite honest, that sounds like a dope-ass investment.
Shit.
Like, okay, you don't have no credit. You telling me you got all this cash, you finna pay for a wedding, but we don't got no credit cards yet. Oh, we finna start a billion business. Like, it sounds to me like a come-up in a sense, because who want a nigga who got $1 billion in debt? You know, let's say this dude has no credit. You're right. He's done. Let's put a.
We didn't say no credit. We say he had bad credit.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. He might just be a street nigga. He ain't never had to. Okay, so she's dusting a nigga off. We all have to dust niggas off. So I'm just saying, like, if he down for her, this motherfucker walking the kid to school and shit, eating pussy every night. The fuck? You can't change the credit score, bitch? Like, easy peasy.
Okay.
That motherfucker pawned everything he got to pay for that wedding. And once she say I do, he got her.
All right. And just for the record, do you say your Ugo of the week is who?
It goes to me, and I'll take it proudly, CB, because you mama, yeah.
Hey, D woke up and turned his light on.
I had to. Hold on. Like I told you, I love you, but that shit right there, it just, I'm sorry, it struck a nerve.
All right.
You turn that light back off behind that big ass.
They already be talking about you for like the Caucasian women anyway, so.
Except those bitches got credit.
I bet they do, but a lot of us don't. So bitches got to look at situations a little differently.
All right, let's get into this. Now it's time for our favorite.
Let's go back in the day. Let's go back in the day with Inside the Cave.
Let's country rap tune of the week. Now let's get into this Cat's Corner.
It is now time for Cat's Corner on Inside the Cave.
All right, so first up, we got, I don't know if it's Davina or Divina, but Davina writes in, she says, times have gotten hard, and me and my husband had to move back in with my husband's parents. This is only a temporary, but we've been here a year, and during sex one night, I heard strange noise in the closet. I thought it was my 4-year-old son playing around, but it was my husband's brother jacking off to us having sex. The bad part is my husband didn't care. I'm so upset and through with this situation. Wait. Can't wait. Get the wait what?
Oh man, that was great.
Good luck, Kat.
Okay, so if I can get this right, let me get it correct. So you're telling me that you moved into a home and your husband and you were being intimate and you heard noise in the closet, and when you got up to see who it was your husband's brother jacking off.
Yep.
And what's the question she has for me?
She's asking. She's saying she don't know what to do. She's upset and she's through with the situation. She needs some guidance. She needs help on how to handle it.
I mean, if that made you uncomfortable, then you definitely should do what makes you feel good and be through with the situation. I mean, I don't see, you haven't done anything wrong. I think that's disgusting, especially if he didn't tell you about it first. And let me, precursor it with, everybody wants to make it seem like, somebody violated me. But they got violated like 2 weeks ago and ain't telling nobody. Like, if this is something that, if you've had a threesome with your husband and his brother before, and all of a sudden now you're pissed because nobody told you he was in there, I feel like that's a different situation. If this was a pure, pleasant surprise to you, then I definitely feel like you're doing the right thing. If that's uncomfortable, then I wouldn't be okay, especially if your husband was okay with it. then I wouldn't be okay with it. I think that's kind of weird. So.
Can I say something on this, big dog, please?
Oh, you're back?
I just think he sounds like a great guy. That's all I want to say.
CB, you get one phone call a day.
Fucking blurb. Fucking blurb.
Damn.
Hey, check this out. First of all, she said temporary. You been living there a year? That's past temporary. Permanent. Secondly, the dude look in the closet jacket on. That ain't the first time it happened. If your goddamn husband ain't say shit about it.
Right, this is what I'm thinking too. Like, it sounds a little peculiar. If this is your husband, you've known him for a while, so I don't think he'd just come out of nowhere and let his brother watch you. So, you know, I mean, be real. If this has happened before, where y'all done this before, he done watched y'all and he wasn't in the closet. You know, that's different. You know, I think that's.
Look, help your brother-in-law out. Go get him a pocket pussy.
Hey, Joe, you said if they was staying there for a year, that's longer than temporary.
That's longer than temporary. That's permanent right there.
Hey, you made me think
motherfucking rent.
You made me think of a great Martin episode when he went to the class reunion, and I know CB remember this. Hey man, you still selling them CDs about what he said? You still selling them CDs? That's no hobby. That's career. Damn.
That is odd though. Now I'm thinking about it, Joe, and you're right. If they've been there like over a year, you know, and the landlord ain't getting cut in on the rent or something like that, then maybe he should, cut me in or cut it the fuck out then. Like, you know.
Maybe they're letting the landlord watch too, so he can get the rent for free.
I'm just saying, if that's how you gotta pay for your rent, then that's a different question to ask.
Okay, Lamar, what else you got?
All right, next up we got Peaches. Peaches says, I just found out that my new husband is a liar and a thief.
You just found that out, bitch.
She says all men lie, so I could deal with that. But he's lying about stealing too. I caught him going in my sister's purse and stole a credit card. After I caught him, he said he didn't. Then I caught him stealing from his own mother, and once again,
God damn.
But I saw him. I've been noticing money missing around our house as well, and now I know it's him, but he won't admit to it. What do I do with my thieving husband?
Okay, so again, here's another example of a story that I'm getting half full. Like, I'm not getting all of the details because you can't tell me you dated a terrible thief long enough to be in a relationship with him, to marry him, and then tell me you're surprised he's a terrible thief. It's not even like he's a successful thief and he's stealing things undetectedly. You're catching him. So not only is he a terrible thief, but you are a very successful investigator. I think, I mean, I don't know, like, guys, this doesn't even sound for real. This doesn't even sound real life to me. Like, how on earth? I don't know. Go ahead. I don't really even know what to say because I don't even know if this is for real. Like, I don't want to entertain folly like that, you know?
I'm just trying to figure out, is Inside the Cave that bad where we had a brother watching his brother have sex, then we go to the next question where a brother's stealing from his sister. We going to hell.
And the words of the big dog, it's too late. Whatever you want to do, it's too late.
First you get a writer in or about their brother watching them have sex, then we got a brother still. It might be the same damn brother. That motherfucker crackhead. Matter of fact, he's a crackhead. He in the closet playing with himself. Now he's stealing. Oh yeah, he a crackhead. That's the same person, right?
This is not like the 1970s where, you know, you can have a husband on crack for 15 years and not know until, you know, the kids say they seen him. You know, like this is modern day. Someone who's addicted to drugs, someone who's a thief. Let's stop playing. We know thieves. Like, we know thieves. Like, I don't understand this question at all, but I think that's very unfortunate. There really isn't any help you can give. There is no counseling you can give a thief like that. You know what I mean? Like, I guess it is. I'm sure it is, but you know, it's a trust issue after that. So I definitely understand your trust has been violated, and for any other reason, you know, I mean, any other reason besides that is futile because trust is the basis. So good for her for leaving him. I hope she leaves him if she does.
I got some help for you. I'm gonna go back. to a dirt sheet that I did when this lady took a shit and took the shit and put it in her purse. You might want to do that since he going in there stealing your stuff. Make him think twice when he go in there and grab a handful of shit.
Great point, Joe.
Oh, damn.
What else you got, Cuz?
All right, so last up we got Kenny. Kenny sounded a little pissed off. Kenny writes in, he says, I ran over my girlfriend's poodle on accident, and she thinks I did it on purpose, but I didn't. Truthfully, I never liked that little piece of shit, and that's why she mad at me. I tried to buy her a new dog, but she didn't accept my offer. What do I do?
Okay, so I think that it's, first of all, rest in peace, Poodle. I think it's unfortunate that it had to have been your hand to, you know, murder the dog. And you have to definitely see it from her point of view. If you had, you know, a pet parakeet that you loved and it accidentally drowned, you know, by her hands, you would feel some kind of way. So this is kind of serious because this is an issue. This is something that she may or may not get over, and I would hate for you all to stay together and she can't get over it. So like any death, I recommend, you know, you guys read up on techniques and ways to work through it because it is a death, regardless of if it was a dog or her grandmother. If you accidentally ran over her grandmother, you know, I'm sure she would feel some kind of way, and I definitely would want you all to work through that. So, you know, everything happens for a reason. Those kind of things happen in a relationship. Yes, this is key. Are y'all together because y'all together, or y'all together because you working on a plan? So this will definitely test your relationship, and I hope you guys come out of the positive end of it.
Man, look, like Kat said, everything happened for a reason. It was that dog time to go. That's all that is. You better be lucky you ain't had no Asian neighbor. Didn't you hit the last dirt sheet?
There you go with that bullshit, Joe.
I don't know if it's bad because I'm thinking the same as Joe right now. Damn.
Well, all right, that was Cat's Corner. Let's go to the dirt sheets.
Tell us something, Joe.
America will finally have someone.
Let's go back in the day. Let's go back in the day with Inside the Cave. Inside the Cave.
All right, that was Big Dog's Country Rap Tune of the Week. Let's get into this. No cap this week. We're calling it Big Dog's Outhouse.
Oh, nasty dog. Doggy dog. It's time for Big Dog's Outhouse on Inside the Cave.
All right, Lamar, go ahead.
All right, so first up, we got a frequent listener says, my nephew has a good job, but I'm concerned about his spending decisions. He recently told me that he was thinking about buying a Lamborghini, in which I told him it's not a good idea. Do I let my nephew buy a $135,000 car that basically is 2 times his salary, or do I step in and save him from making a huge mistake?
This is interesting. Big Dog, what do you think this guy should do? Should he help his nephew?
I mean, he really can't help his nephew. Because I think everybody buys something that's twice their salary. Yeah, young guy, let him do what he do.
Well, I can almost guarantee one thing. He probably ain't going to be able to afford no Lamborghini anyway, because it's this shit twice his salary. When he go in there to the lot, they're going to be wondering how the fuck he paying for this.
Man, I was just about to say the same thing. How's he going to budget out for that?
Yeah, they gonna see how much you make. They even want to see you know, everybody know how to go when you get a car, you make purchases, house, anything like that. Motherfuckers want to see pay stubs and the rest of their shit. Okay. And they look at his pay stubs, they gonna fold his shit up like a paper airplane and tell him to go chase this motherfucker.
But using the house, man, is a bad comparison because hell, they was giving houses away to people that.
That's when they was fucking up. Now, unless they want to set him up to let him drive off the lot just to take it back.
Back down that same road right now.
So let me jump in.
Hold on, before y'all jump in, I got more information on this. Let me expand. The guy said specifically, he said Escalade cost almost, the Escalade that he wanted almost cost $90,000. So he said for another $45,000, he can get a Lamborghini. So that's his theory on that.
I'm wondering if he's coming with cash because first of all, a new Lamborghini costs over $300,000, so we know it ain't new. So it has to be a couple of years old. I'm guessing around 2010, 2011.
2013.
Probably got a Miami Vice Lamborghini.
Yeah, and you can't. and from what I understand about supercars, you don't finance those. So you got to walk in there with some.
Well, you finance them. You finance them. You can finance a supercar. Here's the one thing about the supercar too, though. Like you got the insurance on it is going to be almost as much as the car payment. So he can forget about like even driving that off the lot when it comes down to it, because anything that fast Lamborghini, he's going to have a $2,200 car note plus $1,000 in insurance. So he's going to pay $3,200 for it. It's not going to happen.
I don't even think it's feasible, but let's say for the sake of argument that it's feasible, right? let's just go into conspiracy land and just say this story is absolutely 100% true, which we could tell is 100% bullshit.
No, it's actually true.
No, he might be contemplating it, but he's not getting that Lambo.
You know about it, man. The reason I say let the kids live because.
Unless he got 60 grand to put down, like you can, a regular dude's not financing a $130,000 vehicle. It's not going to happen. I just bought a car yesterday. I know you can't.
Let me ask this question: how many times have you tried to tell a kid something? You let him go to the dealer, and when he leave there, he gonna leave the same way he went there.
But like I said, let's answer the question based on that he can do it. Now here's the hit. Like Big Dog just said, you let the little dude go in here and do his thing, because any way you try to stop him, he's not hearing that. And like you said, everybody makes a foolish purchase when they're young. You give them the nuggets, and then you let them go make their own decision. I bought a $40,000 Mercedes, late model, and when I had to maintenance the goddamn thing, it was a hurt piece, and I had a good job. Man, listen, we all learn our lessons, but the only way you learn them is that if you go through them. So he can give him the jewels, he can tell him about it, but to try to force him or try to put him in the headlock, you're not going to do this, nephew. Nah, man, let that man do his thing.
Lamar, you like to buy a lot of cars. What you think about this guy trying to buy a Lamborghini?
Man, you trying to put me out there like I'm.
That's the first thing I was thinking.
It's rolling like that. But no, I mean, it's that's real talk. I know a lot of guys who like to get, the Mercedes and the Jag and the Lexus, and that's all fine. But we talking like super late model, and the first time you have a check engine light on, or the first time you got to go in there and you got to get some repaired, and you get hit with that $1,000 repair bill for one damn headlight, then the light clicks on, and it's like, well, maybe I shouldn't have did that. But it takes being in that type of to actually accept that, hey, maybe that was a bad decision. So
absolutely,
paying $135,000 for a Lamborghini, like you said, first of all, it ain't new, is super used, and the value in it has already depreciated beyond something that's reasonable. Me personally, I say it's a bad idea. I say go ahead and get something else that's equally fast, but you ain't got to spend that for no first car.
Hey, let me explain.
I just did maintenance for my car yesterday. It was $1,800. So if he wants it, he can come get it. How about that?
Hey, remind me to edit this part out. Now, let me expand on this.
Then why you gonna say it if you want to edit it?
Yo, goddamn well, you ain't gonna edit it.
I just want to tell you guys this. So he's gonna drive from Indiana to Chicago to purchase the Lamborghini, and then drive the Lamborghini back from Chicago to Indiana. A Lamborghini ain't meant to be driven on the road, man. I ain't never heard nobody Lamborghini no 4 hours.
CB.
Yo.
CB, please tell me this guy don't live in Gary.
No, you don't live in Gary.
Now, how stupid is that you got to drive all the way out the state to get a Lamborghini? You probably don't need it where you live if you can't buy where you live.
First of all, when you buy cars like that, bro, when you buy a car, they would ship that car to you because they're not gonna take a risk of doing that. They'll put it on a flatbed and drive it over to you. If this fool come out here to Chicago and try to drive it back to Indiana, please let me know where he goes to get it, because we got an issue.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That motherfucker's gonna go put some regular unleaded in that motherfucker.
Yeah, he's gonna blow right on that.
Hey, listen. He don't even gotta get hit with the maintenance. As soon as it need the oil change. As soon as it need the
You're gonna take it to his uncle.
You gotta take it to the dealer.
I got a solution for him.
What's that?
I got a solution for him. We can get a Honda Accord and we can put a Lambo kit on it. Yeah.
Hell no. All right, let's move on to the second one. I don't think we helped that kid because I think he's gonna buy regardless. What's the next?
Do it. All right, next up, we got Tina. Tina writes in and says, I am having problems with my stepkids. They hate each other. I married a man who has custody of his 2 kids from a previous marriage and has custody of 1 child from his last relationship. Add that to our newborn baby girl, and we have a house full of lying, hatred, yelling, arguing, and fighting. I want to leave this situation so bad, but my husband is such a good man. How would you handle this?
This is a serious one. So Big Dog, we need your expertise, brother.
Well, let him talk, nigga.
Damn it, man.
Hold on, and they call me the troll. Come on.
he want dog to talk, but he want to tell dog he want him to talk.
I just wanted to set the tone right. Go ahead, dog.
Hey, I'm gonna let Sid take the
take the
driver's seat on this one.
No, we
you
don't
sure about that?
No,
yeah,
we
man.
Okay.
Tell us how you really feel, Sid.
All right, now let's break this down. One thing you know, you got a pretty good man. If he got custody of 3 kids, you know that ain't easy for a guy. Secondly, your ass ain't going nowhere. Thirdly, you probably need to go get some counseling. You don't want to end up like my man Roland said, start slapping kids around, especially when they don't belong to you. Fourthly, y'all need to have a sit down with a professional if you want to make this work. You got a man who got custody of his own kids, so you know he doing something right character-wise. So you got a good guy at heart. You just got some badass kids. Everybody kids bad.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So don't overthink this.
Yeah, all kids fight. I mean,
all kids fight, all kids bad. Yeah. So what you need to do is take their mind off being bad with one another. Find something you all can do together. You be in charge and he be in charge, and keep them focused. Something that involves everybody together, so it's all about sharing instead of me and mine.
But you know one thing that's being left out of this, that outside influence.
Yeah.
The mother of those 2 kids, depending on how those kids came about, that could be the problem.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard to kind of
expand on that, dog. What you mean that could be the problem? Expand on that.
I mean, one of the kids could feel like, that the other kid's mother's the reason that the dad is not with their moms or some shit.
Yeah.
The moms could be putting bullshit in the kids' head. So you're going to have that outside influence. It's just, it's just one of them things.
All it takes is one bad apple, man.
Sound like they need to sit down and watch the cartoon Inside Out. It's about emotions.
Okay. Man, get bored with that shit, cause they gonna start fighting again.
She needs to just go through there and start whooping some ass. That's all that need to happen.
Oh man, you gonna end up in the
report it on social media. Put it on social media like everybody else do. Stop beating some ass and put it on social media.
Yeah, next thing you know, she'll be writing this back, talking about can she get some bail money.
And then we can get you Tiffany Simmons to help you out.
Oh man. Clearly Joe is not in the helping business. Heard, you got anything on this?
No, I actually agree with Big Dog when it comes down to it, man. I mean, I had a stepdad in my life, and when you really think about it, it is that outside influence, because you want that person to feel like they're your father or tell you what to do, and that's been your mom or your dad, and y'all used to being the only kids around. So I mean, it's kind of like territorial type of thing. So I mean, you most definitely have to sit down and come together as a family and kind of talk about it. I don't think you want to lose your husband or your fiance over the kids. Don't let the kids ruin it, because they're gonna do this with every guy or with every girl that you meet. I'll for sure say protect yours. So,
and you know, probably the only thing that you can possibly do is try to make sure the kids don't feel like it's some kind of favoritism. You know what I'm saying? They all got to feel equally important.
Right.
Yep. That's true.
That was some good answers. All right. That was Big Dog's Outhouse this week. Don't forget, email us InsideTheCavePodcast@gmail.com.
In the day with Inside the Cave.
We go from a couple date to an actual married couple. This is from Smitty. He said, I've been married for 13 years and I had one bad night and now my wife is leaving me. Probably trying to have a threesome. I got off work one night real late and decided to have some fun at the strip club. The girl that gave me my private dance asked me did I want a little more, so I tipped her $50 to see what a little more would be. And she gave me the best blowjob I ever had. I asked her for a number and she put it in my phone. It wasn't until I pulled in my driveway that I felt guilty for what I've done and vowed never to go back to that club, and I erased her number. Right before Christmas, I was on my way to work and my wife busted in the bathroom screaming at me for cheating. It turns out that the girl who gave me head is my wife's cousin, who I haven't seen since the 8th grade graduation.
Oh, man.
Repeat. It's his wife cousin who he hasn't seen since her 8th grade graduation, and I had no clue who she was. When I came home from work, my wife and son moved completely out to her parents' house, and I've been begging for her to come back to me, and she won't. How do I get my family back? Sounds like a great guy.
Great guy. Sounds like we need more men like him. Great guy.
Bones as hell for living.
More divorced men by themselves.
No, the way he loves his wife, we need more guys like that.
The way he loves his cousin, CB. The way he loves his cousin-in-law.
Okay, Kat, what you thinking?
I do agree, and I don't agree with you very often, CB, but I do strongly agree with that. What a good guy. Because if there's anything that a person can do for you that doesn't cost a nickel, is have remorse. Somebody who genuinely feels sorry for hurting your feelings. That's so big to me, because that deals with the heart. This dude just sounds like he was out kicking it. And I don't want to make it seem like head isn't sex. I'm not even going to separate.
According to Bill Clinton, head isn't sex.
It's not sex.
Anything involving a man's penis outside of his clothing.
According to the president, it's not, Kat.
I'm just saying. I feel so bad for him, because not only was it, he did it and he felt bad for doing it, but then it was like, oh, it on me. She's coming in, it's all this drama. His child had to be taken out the house. I think this is such a sad letter, and I do feel sorry for you. You get what you get and you don't get upset though. So you're gonna have to figure out how to get your family and wife back, and I think my best advice I could give is to hope she forgives. Like, be patient and hope she forgives. Don't do nothing else stupid, or don't make any other decisions you're going to regret sitting in the car 20 minutes later. I think you should be a little bit more aware of the choices that you're making. But if anybody needs a sign that they shouldn't step out on their lady, this is a good sign for you. You should remain faithful, and I hope that your patience and be remorseful. That is so for real. Somebody who do something wrong and say I'm sorry, it means something. A genuine apology. So don't underestimate, you trying to get your family back, and then go. Like, as goes for the cousin, like, it is what it is. She sucked your dick. So I hope that she's, being equally angry at the cousin. I hope that she's not, oh, well, this is family and blah, blah. I hope she's equally as angry. I hope that she's extending it to her, because she did do it. You know what I mean? So if she recognized you from 8th grade graduation, then I'm sure, she knew there would be a consequence to doing that as well. So I hope you guys get back together. I do feel bad for this dude. That's kind of sad.
All right, big dog, what you thinking, brother?
Oh, he fucked up. He fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, ain't no getting back.
Ain't no getting back. I think he lost his woman on some head, so that's what he needs to do is give her some head. You need to be eating pussy and booty and everything else, other crevice your wife has to get her back. Eat everything. You lost her on some head.
Deserves another. How I feel about apologies, right?
Yeah. Everybody's not like you, brother. I told you. Everybody's not the intimidating asshole named Big Dog. So there's actually nice people out here like Velly and Cat. So, what you thinking, Velly? Oh no, Roland.
I think he's done. I think he about to charge that to the game.
Is anybody positive around this show?
What's that guy name again, Velly?
I'm positive that he done.
Oh wow.
What's his name, Velly?
Smitty. The shitty. Smitty is shitty right now.
Smitty. Reset and start over.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, man.
My thing is once she moved out, pretty much, and I don't even think it's about the head. I really don't.
It is the cousin.
It's the cousin, man. Some things, and listen, it is Kat still on? I want to know from Kat how she truly feels about this. Put herself in the woman's position. Because I think that,
I mean, you're talking to the wrong one, because I'm not somebody who needs somebody else to make me feel a way. If I know my cousin is a stripper, if I know my cousin is sucking dick on the side for money, I'm not gonna put it past her. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put it past her. If she will suck a stranger dick, she'll suck my husband's dick. Like, let's be real.
Right. No. I'm saying, but do you forgive him though? Could you forgive him?
This is my husband. Like, to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, I would do the rigmarole. I would move out and talk shit and then tell you, oh, it's over. But really, I'm doing that because I feel hurt. I'm not doing it because I don't love you. We're women, so we're emotional based. We don't communicate through words. We communicate through action. It's one way I can say you hurt me.
So Kat, let's be clear. So you're gonna move out for a while, then you're going back.
I mean, I'm gonna try to reconcile my marriage. This is my marriage.
Well,
we're talking. This is what I'm saying. The brevity of this situation. This is my marriage. This is my husband.
I'm gonna give you a fair warning. You do know D gonna give you Ooga of the week.
But we're talking to somebody who ain't nobody's husband. So him giving me Ooga of the week is irrelevant. He's nobody's husband. So he can't give proper advice.
Kat, I'm not for sure you can say that. Man, seniority on this show, Kat. I'm not for sure.
He's not a husband. So for him to feel some kind of way is exactly why.
What
he's
exactly
calling
is
people
it?
Ooga.
Oh, baby daddy ass nigga, that's what you want to say, Kat?
And be a sad chick?
No, I am not saying that. What I'm saying is it's not what we should take advice about. Because, again, it's also about the choice you make. It obviously sounds like this woman took her vows seriously. She took what she had with her husband seriously. So for if you choose the Oogas, then yeah, that's what you're gonna get. But if you choose somebody with a little bit of moral and gumption, they will try to look back at your relationship and try to see what's worth saving and what's not. And a man getting some head at a strip club, and I hate to sound like, cynical, but it's like, duh, he at a damn strip club. It ain't like he was at the library and got some head. He wasn't on the bus.
There's some bad librarians out there.
Hey, Kat, you know what I always told you? You're going to make someone a great ex-wife. Oh, my God. Your future ex-husband is the one lucky man. Whatever.
Let me piggyback on what she said. So back to Smitty. Okay, Big Dog, you're probably right. But based on what Kat just said, the man can hold out hope. He got to give her some time, give her some space.
Hold on. Man, you gonna give this motherfucker hope, but you want to sit there and tell Steve Harvey and all the guys kill themselves and start over.
But listen, ain't nobody. Them niggas ain't married to Trump.
I ain't gave you one this year, but how about you kill yourself and start over?
Oh, man.
Hey, Cat, I'm feeling that.
Let me tell you.
Way to be a trooper.
Let me tell you, Smitty, this is what you need to do, man.
Go ahead, Joe. What we got?
Smitty, you need to go back, find a cousin, cuss her ass out for getting your ass in trouble.
Mm.
You need to get a phone number.
How about that?
Right over to the crib and commence to beating the pussy up, Smitty. That's all you might as well go ahead and fuck your cousin now, Smitty, as long as she of age. Hey, Smitty, I hope she of age, because she ain't of age, your ass in some trouble.
Yeah, you did that.
Hey, Smitty, might as well go ahead and stop fucking with the cousin, because your wife ain't coming back. And if she is, at least you add something in the meantime between times.
Oh, come on, man.
But Joe, think about this. While she was stroking him down, sucking the man up, while she down there giving him head, like, I seen his face before, now you see his up my back, and she like, I think that's my husband. While she sucking the man up, but she didn't stop though. When did it occur that
What's the conversation you have with your cousin? What's the conversation? How did she come at her like, girl, I think I recognized somebody at the club last night.
I think you guys are missing the point. If the proper way to give a good blowjob, she should have had her eyes closed. If she would have had her eyes closed in the first place, she wouldn't have seen her cousin. She wouldn't have seen her cousin's husband in the second place, and then Smitty wouldn't have been writing this letter in the third place, and we wouldn't be talking about this in the fourth place.
She better look alive or she get hit in the toe or something. She better sit up. What you mean close your eyes? I'm watching. You ain't finna go in my purse.
Hey, what Bernie Mac say? What Bernie Mac say? What the fuck you looking at? Keep your eyes on the prize, goddammit.
I'm looking at you. You a fool if you think I'm gonna close my eyes with
Keep your eyes on the prize. The fuck is you looking at?
Crazy if you think I'm just gonna let somebody have their dick in my mouth and I got my ass closed. Nigga, this ain't no mystery date.
Hey, Cat, he paid her. Cat, he paid her. She supposed to keep her eyes closed.
Hey, CB, I blame Smitty wife.
You blame Smitty wife?
If he paid for it, this bitch better open 3 eyes. Her third eye better be open. Fucking with him.
Wait,
we don't know him.
Hey, Velly, you blame Smitty's wife? What happened? How?
Yeah, I blame Smitty wife.
Why?
Apparently, she didn't recognize her cousin's husband's face. But Smitty wife must have been sending her cousin dick pics of her husband. It looks real familiar. I've seen this before. It looks real familiar.
That is a great.
Oh shit! This my cousin's husband too.
I'm trying to tell you, if this lady could tell, that was the. Oh, I remember him from graduation. Bitch, get out of here. Is you working or no? She is watching. Okay.
So what you saying? This probably wasn't the first time she seen that dick.
This wasn't the first time.
Exactly.
All right, hey, that was Cat's Corner. I hope we helped somebody, but I don't think we did anything this week.
Have you ever helped anybody, CB? You check the statistic. You check the record.
Nina said Cat that last time she helped somebody, the coworker that was having issues with her man. We helped that situation. So that was really
one girl. When me and Joe told her to take rubber tussin.
I haven't heard back from that situation, but we did help the one. We did do a good job of helping the one who was having issues with her man at work. So that was.
So you won. So you won for 70.
Yeah. Hey, we got to start somewhere. All right, that was Cat's Corner. Now it's time for our favorite part of the show. Tell me something, Joe.
The Dirt Sheet. Thank you for listening to Inside the Cave. Get the latest Cave Crush and Inside the Cave gear at cavecrushshop.com. Thought-provoking ignorance with special guests and Cave Crusher. Inside the Cave. Inside the Cave.
You did say you wanted to be in, right?